Hi everyone.
Hello everyone. Yes, indeed. Several people are saying we should start. Yes, we should start. So we will start. Welcome. Thank you for waiting. Yes, I hope we will make it worth your while. We are here today because we're going to be coding a masked password input. Yeah. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's when you put in your password and you can see dots instead of your actual password. So if you're on the train, people will not see that your password is cats324 or whatever your password may be.
My password is cats1243.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. It's extremely exciting that you're all here. Let me know in the chat where you're beaming in from today. Yes, looking forward to it. Where are your costumes though? I thought you had said at first nice costumes, and I was like, this is my normal clothes. Yes, all of my passwords are actually 10 dots, says Dave. Very good. Race car, it's a palindrome. Yeah, so if you type it in the mirror, it will still work. Good evening from Sweden. Woo! Hello from Poland. I was in Poland last week, week before. Yes, lovely. Had a very nice time. Colchester with 7 A's. Yes. I'm not sure if this person's saying they're in Nice or it's nice. Or maybe both.
It could be in nice Nice.
Yeah, from India, the Philippines, Seoul, San Diego. Wow.
Whoa.
Yes. Okay, let us begin. So, share the screen. Window. Yes. Oh. So what I have done here is, that's not terribly big. Maybe that's fine. Started off with an input inside a form.
Got to start somewhere.
You do, but that's all we have. And currently, when you type, it shows the letters. It doesn't do any of the masking you want. Where's the link to the screen? Says Zozo. Here it is. Yes, so you can click through and have a go, should you wish. Ooh, well, I've been at Scrimba for a while. Says dry humor. One of the first times following a live stream with live coding. Woo!
Nice.
That's good news. I hope you enjoy yourself. Full screen, please. In what sense?
Thanks full screen, no?
Well, it's as full as we can get it without deleting ourselves. Maybe that's what they meant.
I see.
Hello from Serbia. Ooh. And Georgia. Lovely.
Ooh.
And Bolivia. Oh wow.
Blimey, all over the world.
Yeah, someone else with a first live coding session.
Oh yeah, the rabbits and tigers.
Yes, the rabbits and tigers.
Oh, we forgot about
And if you have been here before, please put a tiger into the chat. If this is your first time viewing a Scrimba live coding session, hit me with that rabbit. Yes, we don't do anything with this information. It's just for fun. Ooh, brothers and notches from Shanghai.
Yes.
Yes, this is such fun. I'm joining after almost a couple of months. Good, glad to see you back. Woo. Some bunnies and tigers already coming into the chat. So, Michael, we need to make as is password. As is our tradition, we like to make a todos.md.
Do we?
Now, I wouldn't say that this is necessarily what you should do in production code. It's actually quite bad practice, probably.
I think it's alright, you know, you have like some kind of note list that you can work through. Yeah, sounds alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't add it to a code base, but yeah.
No, we don't have a Jira board for our live streams.
I think it would be a bit of an overkill, yeah, to create a project.
For a 1 hour thing. Yeah. But anyway, what we need is hide password.
Good stuff.
Make it pretty.
Very scoped, defined item.
What I mean will become clear later. Toggle password visibility. So you know when you get the little eye, because half of the time, let's be honest, you don't actually have someone looking over your shoulder, or at least you don't think you do, but you might have a problem typing your password and you don't know where you've made a mistake, so you click that eye so you can see it. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And then, I was going to say character limit, but really it's a character minimum, I think. Because a password, well, I guess there is a limit. You wouldn't have like a million characters, but what do you think?
Well, I think it kind of lately it's been a bit of a there's been a bit, like there are all these different password rules about like special characters, minimum length, maximum length, that kind of stuff. There's a little bit more movement to simplify those rules, because sometimes on some websites they're just a bit over the top.
They certainly are.
So most people just say, like you would want to set a certain level of minimum characters, so advisable minimum, and then you probably want to set also something like advise users to type both numbers and letters, but people are not as hung up on the special characters if the password is long enough.
So do we want a character max or not?
I wouldn't enforce the maximum. It's kind of usually the maximum length is enforced on you because of the backend requirements. Like for example, if the system is really old and the password is stored within a certain memory limit in SQL, then that's what determines how long that password can be, because otherwise it would error when you're trying to add that value that is longer in the SQL cell.
So I think it sounds like it is worth having a max.
No, well, nowadays it's not really a problem. Nowadays that you can have as much as you want. So I would just set min, but obviously you don't think that.
I think
it's an exercise. You can set max.
I mean, it's a very tiny change to make, so I think we can do it. Yes, lots of bunnies and tigers. Look at them all. Underneath, even an elephant. Lovely. Brilliant. Yes. Bcrypt, says RV, can handle up to 72 bytes. There's not much point for longer passwords than that. Roughly how long is a 72-byte password?
I can't remember. I think it's I think one character is a byte, no?
Is it? It might be.
I mean, have a quick
72 character password would be enormous. But anyway.
Well, it depends on the character.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Zozo makes a great point. I believe it's actually an input type password. And then Dave says. Dave says. Maybe he's deleted it. Oh. There is, but that's not much of a challenge. Yes. But it is what we're going to start off with after I have made the font slightly bigger, I think, here, because
making password masking is fairly straightforward, but adding everything that you're used to when you're adding a password is a little bit more involved.
Access password. It's not the best contrast in the world, is it, really? I don't really. Anyway, let's not get distracted.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's a bit late for that. What I will do is put in purple.
Yeah, your favorite.
So anyway, as Zozo
Scrimba
said, it is official Scrimba colours. So type equals password.
Yep, that's where you get all those funny dots from.
Indeed. No, I don't want to do that. So now you see we have the dots, so that's very good. However, these are not the best dots you can have. Fun fact, no, you can have better dots.
You can have better dots. What?
It's true. And to do that, I will put a class on here class equals, well, I'm just going to keep it to password.
Fair enough.
For the sake of simplicity. In the CSS, I mean, yeah, I have just grabbed it on there. I'm going to change it because I think it's better practice. Yeah, so different fonts, they have different dots.
Really?
Which kind of makes sense because they have different, all the other characters as well, don't they?
That's true.
So, and the one which is nice, I suppose you could say, is font family. Dana. I'm glad they're auto-filled. So now, big
Is this like a
dots.
Scrimba default where it says like Verdana, Geneva, Homer?
I don't think it's just Scrimba. I think this is actually taken from VS Code in the back.
Oh, I see. Right.
So-
So it's like their autocomplete suggestion.
Yeah,
So many people have these in order like that it now auto suggests you all of this. Interesting.
Yeah. exactly.
Oh,
And then, to make it even better, you can add some letter spacing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're not so horribly bunched up. Letter spacing. Let's try 0.5. Okay. 0.25. What do you think? Too much? Probably is a bit too much. 125. So you can now see how much better that looks when they're slightly spaced apart. Maybe you can't, but I think it looks nice.
No, it's good.
Yes, I hope you're not storing passwords in a database, Michael.
What was that?
Dave says he hopes you're not storing passwords in a database.
Well, passwords are always stored in someone's database. Just not in plain text. Yes.
I would have a higher font weight. Oh. Is that for the label or for the dots? I mean, what would it actually do for the dots? That's interesting. Font weight. It must be ridiculous. No. Ooh, that's nice.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dry Humor. Wow, I can have better dots. Happy coding. Yes, indeed. Scrimba stole something from VS Code. I don't think it stole it. I think it's all of a flaw. I hope so. If not, this conversation never.
No, it's that our editor is based on Monaco editor that is the basis for VS Code. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of it's basically VS Code and Scrimba editor are basically cousins.
Yes, cousin editors.
Yes.
Yes. What part of the code is it that makes the letters not visible?
What part of the code?
Visibility hidden.
I know. I think what makes the dots appear. I think that's what Dracula is like. I think it's type password.
Indeed. Yeah. So we have. Let's do this so we can see them slightly easier. Yep. We do this. We have type equals text. We now have text. I put password in. Password is back. Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, type password is basically what does the magic.
And username label. I think you're right. So really, we can put it inside the form.
Yep. Yeah, basically you normally create
the whole form. You would.
Well, you would create the first input for username, and that's not masked, and then you create the other one.
Let's. Yeah. Maybe the letter spacing would be nice on this. Something's gone wrong here.
No, that letter spacing is not spacing out the password, isn't it?
I don't think it is. It's not.
Wait, it's spacing out the word password.
Yeah, but it's not inheriting down into the input, is what I mean. And neither is the font weight.
Something override, isn't it?
I think it just doesn't inherit. So if I did this and then inside the password class, which is this input font weight inherit. I think that's going to do it.
Sounds good.
It does. I'm not sure I'm in love with the letter spacing on the label though, so I'm going to just put that. Oh, come on. In there. Right. Okay. VS Code is open source and based off Electron.
Well, the Electron is like the framework that does the desktop application building, but there is like a family of editors that it's working on. But yeah.
A happy family.
Monokai. Maybe. Don't remember. Maybe Monaco. Maybe it's called Monaco. Yeah.
Here we go. That's what I was saying. The input field doesn't inherit typography.
Oh.
I don't think it inherits anything. Well, at least some other stuff, I think. Use font weight inherit and font size inherit, etc. Very good. Yes. Is there a more secure way to mask the real password with the dots with JavaScript? With the default HTML input method, you can later change it to text from the console and make it visible.
What is the question again? Is there a more secure way to mask a real password with dots with JavaScript? Okay. With the default HTML input type method, you can later change it to text from the console.
I think.
And make it visible.
Nahul is saying that if you were in a coffee shop and typed like this, and then went off to order a latte, someone could come along, open DevTools, and change the input type to text and find out what your password is. So is there a more secure way of doing it?
I mean, to be fair, the whole point of this password masking is that you don't that nobody can see it while it's being typed on your screen. So it's just visual. But yeah, like while you're typing the password, pretty much, if you have a keylogger installed on your computer, it would get that password, pretty much everything. So I don't think the security element should be coming from the visual aspect of the HTML form. So it's more like access to your device, the physical security of access to your device. So if someone can type on your laptop while you're ordering a coffee, your password. Yeah, your password pretty much. None of your password is secure.
Well,
especially if you're using password manager and stuff. So yeah, was it Windows L on Windows?
Command L.
Oh, basically lock your
screen
laptop.
Is what we're saying.
Yes, if you need that.
Yes, please. One of the rules of security: please don't leave a laptop unattended in a coffee shop, or indeed anywhere.
Yeah, or a train station, or
on a train,
or a bus stop, or on the train. Or on the train, yes. Like, and I'm definitely referring to a few years ago.
A specific incident involving my laptop. Anyway.
Yeah, although that laptop was closed, so the data on the laptop was secure, but the laptop itself did make a trip to Brighton.
Alone. It had a day out.
Yeah, alone. And then it came back.
It didn't. You had to go and collect it.
Yeah, the train attendant basically told me that, oh yeah, it's fine, the train is coming back, so you'll just go back and pick it up. They left it on the train because you've told them. So yeah.
Moving on. Todos.md. So I would think it's fair to say we have hidden. Do you have problems opening the emoji keyboard?
No, I never use it.
We've hidden the password. We've made it pretty.
I think you can do can you change the colors for the dots and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much the same principle.
Oh, so it's all basically input, like the way you would change text is the way you would.
Font. No, not font color. It should be, but it's not. Color, hot pink. Hot pink buttons. But maybe we'll have violet.
Is there cold pink?
There's no cold pink.
No.
Because pink is inherently a hot color. You can have a pink with a cool background, but I don't think you care.
No.
Anyway.
No.
There we go. Nice pink buttons. Oh, not buttons. Thingies.
Right,
Put
look.
stars instead of circles. I actually think you can do that if you use
The right font.
Yeah. So if you use something like Wingdings, I'm not sure how great of an idea this is, but if you use Wingdings,
What's Wingdings?
the Wingding. Okay, come on, Michael. Is this just me showing my age?
No.
I think it is. It's this font, which has basically
Right.
a load
Wingding.
of characters instead of the Roman alphabet you
Right.
would usually expect.
When I was a kid, we called it printer doesn't work.
Yeah, but if you were going to do that, you would need to do it in the JS, because if you had it
You
just
basically
in the
replace
CSS, you
this
couldn't
character.
toggle it off in
Right.
the visibility. You would only ever see Wingdings or printer doesn't work
Gotcha.
font. Which,
Gotcha. No, I think this shows, Leanne, that you just spent much more time on CSS than I did.
maybe.
Yeah, as soon as there was anything to do with CSS and fonts, my eyes were glazing over. Like, I never understood fonts.
I liked fonts. But anyway, I think we could actually do that. That's a very interesting point we will come back to.
Cool.
Wingdings is the art of fonts, says Julia Animated.
Nice.
Good. I might want to study computers and computer science in secondary school. Yes, 2014. I hope that Scrimba will inspire me to study that.
Yeah,
Yes,
go for it.
totally. Google is moving towards passwordless. Well, my response to that is
Boo.
definitely not boo.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
logging in with links all the way, man.
I don't know. I do like that until I have to do it in the rush from my mobile phone with a poor online connection, and then you have to like update your email address to just wait and get this link, and then that link has like hundreds of megabytes of JavaScript to load.
It's still better than resetting your password when you don't have much data or much.
Well, yeah,
Signal.
but if you do remember your password,
Well, that's it. It's a big if.
or you can autofill it with password manager like Dashlane or something on your phone, then that works much nicer than these passwordless links and stuff.
But then it's overhead. Anyway,
Yes.
I think it's time for an eye icon. An icon.
Oh yes. I see. Yes.
Google material icons.
Basically, what you mean is when you type your password and you want to see, have I typed that correctly? Have I typed that 24 character jumbled up mess correctly?
Or when you inevitably realise you haven't because you type
Yes.
what you think it is and it's like computer says no. That
Yes.
kind of thing. Home. Google Fonts. Go. This is an I. Go. Google icon. Here we are. This is the one that I want. Google material icons are nice if you know a few gotchas, which seem to cause huge problems with people using them, which I will come to shortly. Panorama fisheye.
Woohoo!
That looks awfully like a circle. Okay. Visibility. Crikey, this is new. I think we just want this, I hope. So, yeah, copy in.
Basically, you paste the CDN link
Yes.
into your HTML, and that should load the icons that you want.
I always miss this thing. Yeah, it should do.
And then you can copy the actual HTML just from the website that they have.
Yeah. Oh, it actually worked. Maybe they've sorted out that silly problem they had. Sometimes it doesn't render the icon you actually want, and you have to mess around with this.
Yeah, I think
But
they
it
have.
seems to have worked.
Yeah,
so
I think they
let's
have.
not
Because it used to be
go
like you
into
need to add outlined part.
Yeah.
but I think they are now adding it to the link.
About time is all I can say to that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of fair.
Yes. Leanne and Michael, such good humour.
Do it?
Yes. We do.
Oh, yes, a bit dry.
Someone else has got dry humour today.
Hey!
Yay!
So,
we have an icon, but
We
it
have an
needs
icon.
to be
further to the left.
inside the dooley. You know?
Yeah, thingies and doolies. English is so hard. Inside of the field.
Mhm.
It needs to be inside of the form field instead of outside of it.
It is inside the form,
Yes, but it needs to be in.
inside the input.
Yes. There we are. We found the word that we were looking for.
Padding left.
Good job that Americans have invented HTML. Otherwise, it would have been,
1M.
doolies, thingies, tags.
That didn't work, and I don't know.
Oh, it should be negative, no?
I don't think.
Hang on. I think what you need to do is go back to your HTML. Does she need to actually wrap? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you froze.
I need a reboot.
Yeah. I think this is in a span, but does she need to wrap it in like an icon or something?
It doesn't actually matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
There's a big debate about whether you should use spans or icons. It's a big semantic debate, which I don't get involved in because,
Fair enough.
someone's always going to say you're wrong. But maybe it is actually because I has slightly different CSS, defaults.
Yeah.
So you can try it. I don't think you would wrap a span with an I. You would replace the span with an I.
Okay, I see. Fair enough. Let's do that then. It's actually still. Okay. Yonk. Okay, fine. Okay, that still works. I think all you need to do is now, does you need to target that I?
Oh, yeah.
With, what is it?
I don't think it's
Padding
that.
and left minus 20 pixels or something?
No, it's not that.
Padding right? Padding.
Michael.
This is how I write CSS. I basically write it until something works.
I was originally intended for italics, yes, so this is the whole semantic debate people have.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it means icon.
Well, it's got to the point now where so many people use it for that people kind of accept that that's what it is.
Whoops.
But then some people are saying you shouldn't, basically.
Oh, I think it's on. Dave says margin. Negative left margin. So I think instead of padding left, we should say margin left.
I don't think that. Oh, hold on. Input class. Oh, so it would be right. No, it would be on here, I think.
Hey, there we go. It moved. Margin left. So there we go.
It did move. However, I'm not sure that's the the solution we want because.
How come? Oh.
Well, because I think you then have this. I don't know, maybe it is okay. But why is it going beneath it?
It wraps around.
This is so annoying. Okay, one moment.
And then we have for. Oh, hang on. Isn't it a block now instead of being in line?
Hey.
So because I've replaced span with an icon. Sorry, italics. whatever those targets.
I'm going to put it back to a span because that's where it comes from.
I mean, the Google overlords decided that it should be a span.
Exactly. Who are we to argue?
Fair enough.
That's that.
So we can just add another element style to it.
Which?
Yeah, just write it in, just add the style in DevTools to see if it works or not. And then we'll just copy that.
What am I adding?
Negative margin?
We tried that.
Yeah, but we tried it with the...
You want to add it on the span, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Element style. Margin. Oh no, don't do that. Margin left. Oh man. I think we already did this. Friends.
Maybe not that much. Okay, getting closer.
Yeah, but it's like completely.
I think we got there.
Your standards of CSS are extremely low, though. I mean, we actually have, to be fair.
I mean, come on! I grew up with like banners and stuff, you know, like with like when the banner runs across the web page, like on the TV. That's my level of CSS. The web page.
Anyway,
it's there. Look, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it is there. So yeah.
Good.
Fine.
But if we refresh the page, it's gone. Yeah, so we just need to add it to CSS.
Oh no.
Because you only added.
Yeah, elements. Oh crumbs. These.
Yeah. Nice.
Right, boys. Here. On to the. Okay, this is a span. Yoink. Ah!
You copied it.
No.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't. Okay.
Good.
We're good. So now.
Okay, now we can close the DevTools.
Color violet.
Why is it so wonky? Like, why is it pathway and the field on?
That.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
I think your DevTools are overwriting it. You need to refresh it.
What DevTools?
No, the style in DevTools.
It's fine. I think you should do says reset everything. I think you should do password, position, relative. But this doesn't have position absolute on it, and it's not actually inside the input, although we have indented it like it is, but that's not because it's self-closing. But generally, if you want to put something on top of something else, that is what you do. Indeed! Oh my god, I'm so glad I'm watching this Scrimba stream. It's so good. I'm not sure if that's sarcastic, but I'll take it. Anyway, I get crikey, 36.
Oh, someone said we should add a placeholder. That's a good point.
We should.
We should. Let's add it. Whoa. Yes.
I feel like we really need to sort this out because it's a bit.
Nah, I could not.
Form. I'm not actually sure what's going on here. Why it's.
Why is it a bit
probably that.
wonky? Okay.
I can increase.
Another form, maybe?
No, I think.
Or maybe that's that div. Are we targeting divs in general?
No. Hope not. Form, display, So that's putting that there. Flex direction column. Height 100 VH, justify content, center is centering it. Align items is aligning across the middle. Font size.
It could be that the width is not long enough.
But I don't see where I've set the width.
On the font? No.
Where?
On the body? No. Hang on. If you go down to the form, scroll to the form. So there is no width here, but this div is width bound. You see, like on the.
I don't know why though. Where's it coming from?
On the left, and kind of not really on the right. Yeah.
I don't think that's the div. I think it's just because I've got justify content and align items.
Oh, I see.
But I still don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, so it's just. Oh, I see. So maybe it's something to do with. Let's go justify. It was normal.
It's this margin that's doing it. Oh.
No.
It's not that margin. Don't need this.
Is this margin? It's this margin.
Yes.
What?
I feel like this is really obvious.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
Why is adding a negative margin
To the
on this?
pan.
It's also making this. I have an idea. We have this span, this margin. Meta spacing.
It's overwritten.
It is. Oh, it's probably because of this. Anyway, I don't think we need to worry about it. It's annoying. It is annoying.
Yeah.
Maybe it just needs a refresh.
No, there must be something to do with like the margin or something that you have to somehow specify something else.
What? That is the span.
Can you just move that position somehow? Somehow maybe that position gets moved over in some different way.
I'm laughing because Tubular Animator says ha ha ha, 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 ha. Yes. I mean, we could do. Do I want that? Position, absolute.
Why, yeah.
Usually goes horribly wrong when you do this. And then this div, which is actually the parent of the span.
Yeah.
Didn't really target all divs, but you know.
Well, there's only one here.
Position relative.
Right. A margin top?
So that's what people were saying earlier. You should add.
Absolute. And then.
Yeah. But they were saying to put it on the input, which isn't the parent of the span.
I do feel like there must be, there probably is a way to do it properly, but it's CSS.
so no one knows what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Margin top, not 0.5.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you should use M's, I think, for margins.
Oh.
And rems for fonts.
1.25? Sorry, the 0.75?
I mean, maybe a
0.8?
percent would be better. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
Make it 0.8.
So that's obviously too much. Yes.
Okay. Nice.
It's straight now, God. Oh, good. It's straight now, God would also be good.
Yeah.
Why the parent is position relative. When you use position absolute to put something on top of something else, you have to set its parent to position relative. Don't ask me why. To be honest with you, I don't know why. You just do. Otherwise, as just demonstrated, it goes horribly wrong.
When you make something absolute, something else has to be relative.
Okay. Anyway, after that little fandango, cursor pointer.
Yeah.
So now we know
Semicolon.
what we can do. Is it?
Yes.
Something with it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, good. That was not on our to-do list.
What wasn't?
This.
Adding the icon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, it kind of is because toggle password visibility. It's part of that, isn't it? I think it's time for a little more upbeat music. This is too relaxing.
It actually reminds me
Interface.
of that music reminds me of these like yoga sessions in some kind of
Dance pop is my favourite. Yes, as I said, you give it position relative. Indeed.
yeah, very very straight to the point.
I don't think that's my typo, but if it is, let me know. Yes. Anyway, we have now to put on here an ID equals
I.
so that we can grab it in the JS. I think you can type. How about metal music to be upbeat? There's one called rock.
This is yoga. Yeah, like when you go to some kind of industrial estate on the outskirts, and they run these yoga sessions.
Can you?
Outside of a shopping center somewhere.
Document. You gotta grab it.
What do I need to grab it?
Oh yeah, Dave was saying we can style that font inside that.
Hang on, what are we doing right now?
Grabbing the icon. Document.getElement by ID.
Oh.
I. No, I don't want to save it in const. Because
Why?
then I want... Okay. I, and then add event listener chained onto it.
What I?
Yeah.
I.
And then dot add event listener.
Oh, I see. Right, you're that lazy type.
Not lazy.
Okay, super efficient.
Well,
Saving lines.
Click.
Okay, let me just.
Oh, look, it bounces. Okay, no, it doesn't. Ignore that. The music for programming workouts.
Okay. And then presumably.
Toggle visibility. Function. Toggle visibility.
It's actually an Italian programming language, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it called DaVinci JS?
I mean, that would be a really good
That
name.
wouldn't
for it.
really be a language, I guess.
It probably wouldn't be a JS, but it would be that would be cool. Also, if it was created in Vinci.
I'm
You
not
know?
sure what that is, but it sounds good.
Well, Vinci is like a town in Italy. It's like he is Da Vinci. Yeah, that would be cool. Anyway, color visibility. So what do we do? Color visibility. Oh, right. So it's like.
But what we want to do is change the type from password to the other one, text.
So presumably you want to grab.
Well, that's the point that Ibukun says we also need to add the crossed out one, the other icon.
Yes. Oh, that's a good point.
We will come to that shortly.
Yes. So basically, we'll show what. So there you go. Add the pound sign to the I. Yeah. So we'll show what that will be. Right. So we need to grab input.
It has an ID called password.
Okay. So.
But I think maybe we should grab it at the top or not.
No, let's grab it now.
But then we would grab it every time.
Every time we talk about visibility.
Is that bad?
No, why?
I don't know.
Should be alright. Should be alright. I'll save it into const.
Okay.
Okay. So we grab a password and then password dot. What was
Type.
it? Type.
Oh no, password dot set attribute. Yeah,
Is it toggle attribute maybe?
I think so. Set attribute type equals. I'm not sure that's right.
I think type and then. X. It's not.
I think it's set attribute dot type equals text, I believe.
Dot. No, it's not there.
Well, of course it's not, because you've typed all of that next to it.
No, it's not. I think it's a string. I think.
Okay, well, let's Google it.
Yeah.
Yes, set attribute. What are you doing? No.
Oh, okay, that's on. Yeah, see? Element, attribute, class, demo class. But I don't think that's how you set type.
I think it is.
Set attribute, type. Oh, no, that's yeah.
Changing attribute type from text to password, not with jQuery though. Okay, wait, is it?
Yeah, I think it is set attribute name and then value. Yeah, should do that.
But it's already typed text. But why is it typed text?
Yeah,
because
yeah, there you go. So it worked.
No, but it's like that on.
No, don't say that password.
Why is it like that? Because we had type equals password.
Yeah, because we have just ran that function.
Yeah, but it's on page load.
It's not.
It is.
Type it.
Oh, that's the placeholder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has worked. We just too silly to realize.
Anyway, visibility off has this. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, so Leanne now is moving on to show, we need to switch the icon to show that now we're actually showing the password.
Yeah, pretty much. So the thing that actually dictates what icon is showing is the text inside the span that we've copied from material icons. So if I change this to visibility, whatever it was, visibility underscore off, hopefully we will have a crossed out I.
Yes.
So what we also want to do, as well as toggling, wherever it is you.
Well.
Nope. Oh yeah. So we do need this. So const I equals const equals this. So then I dot in a text, I guess.
Oh, I see. You want to do it like that? Oh, interesting.
Visibility. Is it visibility on? And then remove. Okay, let's give that a go.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah,
Okay, so now you just need to switch it back.
but is that the right way round?
Yeah. You click on the eye.
Yeah, you
It's like, I want
click
to
on
see
the
what it
eye
is.
to see it.
And now you're like, okay, now I don't want to
You
see
want
it.
to hide it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't do it yet.
Yeah, so we just need to switch it back. So you would do is this attribute a password?
What, having a is hidden boolean?
Well, element ID password. No. Not exactly. Password dot type.
I don't think we need a separate boolean. We can
Okay,
just use
so it just says
password type.
Yeah, so we can just use this. Password type.
Yeah, so if password type equals password, then change password to text.
So now we can just use.
Yep.
So I suppose we can actually text. Else.
Can you? Not gonna work.
Let's check. We should see. Otherwise, it should be password dot type equals
Password. And I dot inner text is just visibility. Let's give that a go.
Yeah.
Seems to have worked. So we don't need set attribute then.
No, you can just override it there. Looks good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Can always give it a go. Oh well. Fair enough.
Brilliant. Amazing. So, done. This, oh crikey, character, min and max. I mean, that's not hard.
That should be. Isn't that basically an HTML? There should be something in HTML, right?
I say it's not hard, but actually, no, I don't know.
Isn't it literally just like min max on the input?
Well, no, that's if you have a number input and you want, the maximum can be 10. But I don't know about character limits, do I? Oh, max length. So min length equals 3. So what happens now then if you keep, I think nothing changes in the input, but let's have a look. HTML input min length.
I think there is some kind of warning or something you can set.
HTML input min length attribute specifies minimum number of characters.
Yeah. Scroll up.
It doesn't actually do
Yeah,
it.
click on try yourself. Let's see what it does. Okay. So if you have one,
Oh, right.
it
So,
gives you this.
yeah, I did actually know that.
It gives you this like hidden little.
But-
So if you tab,
I don't have a submit button, which is why there's no way to really show the warning.
well, just add the button on the form.
And button type equals submit.
There you go.
There is our input HTML warning thingy.
And now with 3, it actually doesn't allow it.
Hmm?
Oh, now you have 3 and it does allow it.
Yes, indeed. Uh-huh.
Although your price password probably should be more than 3.
It probably should. Probably should be. They always say 8 usually, don't they?
Do they?
Well, I don't know about always, but you can press return. Oh, can I? I can. Thank
Nice.
you, Dave. Now, Dave was talking earlier about I don't have a max, but it's basically the same thing. Max length equals.
Let's say 12, just because we're annoying. I mean, 80 would be very hard to test.
12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, so you can't
Yeah,
continue.
it doesn't allow you to type further.
Anyway, can you fix the function, says Kashi, to have a crossed out IB password invisible and regular I visible? Well, this is what I was saying. I'm not convinced they're the right way round. I don't know. Are they? I mean, you can. To answer your question, you just have to swap line 8.
Yeah, but 11. I think
But I don't know what, from a UX point of view, which way it should be now.
Well, actually.
Just go to some login and have a look.
Yeah, something like Tailwind, CSS.
They are the right way round, says Dave.
Yeah, I think they are, because it usually the button that you click is the intent. What you're trying to do is the button that you show, like the button that says submit. So when you click it, it does it. So you have an eye to show you this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
Show me the eye. Show me the form. But like there are. See, this one doesn't have an icon.
Yeah. Oh, nice gradient.
And then there's this. Actually, a lot of them don't.
I think you're right, though. It's the intent of what it would do. Actually, says, oh, yes, it looks good to me. Right, people are agreeing, so let's move on.
Oh, there you go. Show logging height password. There you go.
Oh, well, that's the other way around.
No, it's the way we have.
This is.
Yeah. So.
I'm confusing myself now.
Yeah. That's okay.
I think it would be nicer if if this was a bit bolder, but that didn't work. Forget I said that.
Really?
I just feel that the icon could be a bit bolder. Actually, I think the reason it's not working is because it's in here. So if I change that to that, yeah.
Do you think it exists at that?
You might not. So let's leave it like
Maybe
that.
it's 600?
I'm just gonna. Anyway, Dave was saying earlier that you can style the placeholder because that is a bit too dark, I think. It doesn't look like a placeholder.
Yes.
Quickly do that, she says. Style placeholder CSS. One of these bad boys.
Oh wow, really? There's a pseudo selector that allows you to do that.
Oh, that's what Dave was saying. Dave was right.
Wow.
Night.
Coral. Look at that.
Great. Yeah. Now it looks more like a placeholder. But I think we should also do font weight.
And space out, because that's a bit too spaced out. Very nice.
Oh, crumbs, no. 0. Oh. Why do you make it like default? Initial. That'll do. Yeah, let's get up the likes on this video.
Yay, yay, very good.
Hopefully you're talking about this video. And if not, I have stolen it. Thank you all for coming. I think we have achieved our objectives. Character visibility, min and max. Yay!
Oh, very nice.
I think so. Thank you all for coming. It makes our evening when you come along and help us to code. And as you can see, you really do help us to code. Letter spacing unset. Crikey, we're blurry. Have we been that blurry all along?
No.
Sorry if we have. Letter spacing unset. That's interesting. So then, CSS unset versus initial. What's the difference between initial and unset in CSS? Unset is a CSS value that means the same as inherit if a property is inherited, or initial if a property is not inherited. Okay, but 147 people found that helpful. I did not. Maybe because I don't know what initial is. CSS initial. CSS initial keyword. The initial keyword is used to set CSS property to its default value. Okay. CSS unset W3. Well, that's what I thought it was. Fills. Cool. I think initial works for the user style sheet. Oh. But what is it? What is unset then? I would like to quote the official CSS/MDN documentation for future reference. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Go for it. The initial keyword applies the initial value, right? It is allowed on every CSS property and causes the element for which. Oh, it's allowed on every CSS property, which is specified to use the initial value of the property. Unset is a combination of the initial and inherit. Like these two CSS keywords, it can be applied to any CSS property. The keyword resets the property to its inherited value.
You know, at this point, when I read it, CSS docs, I just stop caring.
Yeah, initial sets it back to the default, it seems. Whereas unset, if it's inherited something, it sets it to that. Otherwise, it goes to initial, I think, is what that means. Thank you for sticking with us throughout this detour.
Yeah, good stuff.
We're back again on Wednesday.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are. It was going to be Manuel from HTML Hell, but he had something come up, so I had to reschedule that. Instead,
It'll be me.
we will be talking about...
Oh, look. That's me before my haircut.
Yeah, yes, and before your next haircut.
And before... What?
It's 2 haircuts ago, or it will be, because we got one tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, so Michael will be talking to us generally about good code practices and how not to write bad code.
Don't follow what I say.
Yeah, I do think that. People are going to watch this and be like, we've seen you do all of this on the live stream on Friday. But we do make it clear that this is for entertainment purposes only.
Well, look, like Genesis has a very good song, you know. Don't do what I... Do what I say, not do as I say, not what I do.
That's Green Day.
No, that's Genesis.
But anyway, yeah.
Is that... I don't remember that song. Is it Genesis? It's Phil Collins.
Michael would probably mention not using PTN as a button name. Probably will.
I mean, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It's just when it comes to this live stream, I feel very passionately that it should be a button.
Yeah, it only matters on this live stream.
Yeah.
Anna is asking, can I see the JS again? You sure can. Here it is.
Sure. Can't you just paste the link to...
Link in the chat.
Oh, there.
Yes, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on future live streams. Yes,
Awesome stuff.
Including next week we will be coding something.
Yes.
We
What are
will
we coding next week?
We'll
come up with something.
No, I've already come up with it.
Oh, did you?
I'm thinking of a way to make it visible without breaking this. Here it is. Edit. Public. I'm sure the suspense is killing you.
I mean, I have no idea. What is it going to be?
Here it is. A vacation
I'm making those pictures.
planner. So that will be next week, and Michael will be wearing this shirt. Looking forward to it. Yes. See you later.
That shirt on the left is also mine. The shirt you're wearing, that's also mine.
This one is not. This is my own.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. See you later.
Oh
everyone.
boy. See
Have
you later.
a wonderful weekend.
Hey.
And keep coding.